And welcome to another brand new episode of Live FX Trading with your host, Peeling Mindset. Welcome to another brand new episode, guys. And we are here trying to break down pound yen, and we'll be looking into gold as well at the same time. So it's the first few minutes of the stream, checking the system, and my friends are hopping in nice and slow, so that's pretty nice at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is let's check the system one last time. Checking the system. Checking the system. And alrighty. Alright, so looks like pound yen did have a beautiful drop today around the London session. And the overall trend is bullish. And right now we just had this huge 4-hour bearish candle close. So this is actually interesting. I actually managed to draw a channel here in pound yen, and if you look into the 4-hour sort of a time frame, the channel is kind of acting out, right? So the price actually tapped the top of the channel, and the top of the channel is being rejected at this point in time. But in relation to only the channel, it's kind of rejecting the top. In the other ways, it's still bullish, right? It's still bullish because for bearish momentum to be active, I mean, this 4-hour candle has to start flipping bearish and start moving below, breaking this low, breaking this support, and then we will see a perfect bearish sort of a bias, right? Until then, I mean, the price is still around this ascending channel as well at the same time. So in relation to channel, it's quite interesting. Still quite interesting. All right. So just give me a second and we'll break down the bias, the situations that we can capitalize off of. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to erase these levels. I don't need these levels. I don't need this level. I don't need this level. So what I need to see is, all I need to see is this current 4-hour is still bullish, and the last 4-hour candle is bearish. So for my selling sort of a chance, I need this 4-hour candle to flip bearish. If this candle flips bearish on a 4-hour sort of a perspective, there is a wick on the left hand side that the price can attack, and that's actually a good idea as well. But on the other hand, look at this. The daily candle is bearish. And if the daily candle has to push up or grab liquidity before moving up, this figure is actually quite appropriate, right? Now, this daily candle, if it's going to flip bullish, man, there's a higher chance it's going to start pushing up. So all I'm waiting to see is if the 4-hour candle is finally flipping bearish, or is it actually going to maintain a bullish posture to move up? Because the bearish move in pound yen was not just any move. This was the move caused by the yen, Bank of England, Central Bank of the Central Bank of Japan, actually, Central Bank of Japan, the Bank of Japan's conference, right? So they were talking about good things about Japan's economy, but they were not particular. So I actually read the article, and they were not particular about, you know what, Japanese yen has done this or that as a plans to relieve the economy, but they were talking about long-term climate change and how being conservative and being alerted by the climate change is actually going to help the yen currency. But the news caused the price to drop down, right? So is that a valid reason for the price to drop down? I mean, have to be careful with that fact, you know. So seeing recent candles being bearish doesn't mean that you take a sell right now. I mean, it's a better idea to wait for sells below these gray areas. For me, especially on a 2-hour time frame, especially on a 4-hour time frame, I would say, especially on a 4-hour time frame, there's a wick on the left hand side. So if the price is to push down, I need to see price making some sort of resistance, at least on an hourly sort of a time frame. Okay, so right now, look at this. Prices are retracing after bouncing off this hourly support in relation to the channel. Previous hourly candle did reject that channel, but it's quite ranging as well. So 3 of the hourly candles are ranging side by side. So now when I'm going to head into the 30-minute time frame, I can clearly see that range is actually valid, right? The price is actually ranging side by side from around 150, 1850 to about 151,585. Price is clearly ranging side by side. Now, for my bullish sort of a scalping opportunity, what do I need to see? I need to see some sort of support. I need to see price moving with volume, and hopefully the pump from the Japanese yen sort of a conference could be corrected. And if it's going to be corrected, what I need to see is I need to see at least a 30-minute time frame close above this range, above 151.850 sort of a level. And in relation to the channel, that's also going to make sense, because if any of the candles starts closing inside the channel, there's only heavy chance that, you know what, price can bounce off of this channel, bottom channel, it can push up. And the Japanese yen's conference sort of a push down could be corrected, but we will see. Obviously, we will see. We will see if the London momentum is going to be carried on, or if it's actually going to be corrected. All right, so that's going to be interesting, and we will see if there's any news coming around. So we don't have anything happening. Well, nothing happening. Only minor news. So 30 minutes after the New York Bank Open, we have this minor news, and for now, it's still running. It's still happening. The prices are ranging, so nothing very clear. So it's a good idea to wait when the market is ranging, and that's what we're doing here. That's what we are doing. All right, pretty nice and simple, isn't it? Pretty nice and simple. On a 30-minute time frame, on the other hand, I mean, the price is actually making resistance, and it's actually heading lower and lower every time. So it's quite interesting. For sales, I'm not quite appealed on a smaller time frame, because for my bias to play out and my trade to play out, I not only look into one time frame, right? Obviously, the higher time frame, such as 4-hour, could seem smooth or could seem consistent with the most recent price action, but I also have to see clear traffic on the smaller time frames, such as 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute. I mean, on a 1 hour time frame, there isn't much of a range left on the downside to take sales, right? So I'm still waiting to see if any sort of buying opportunity shows up. I mean, if there's going to be any buying opportunity, obviously I'm going to try and scale in it. But otherwise, the market is just rangy, right? So, yeah. Interesting. Is quite interesting. All right, so this is what I'm going to do right here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hourly time frame. The hourly candle is going to close in the next 18 minutes. It's going to be interesting how the hourly candle is going to close. It's actually going to be interesting. 30-minute, 15-minute ranging side by side. Now, in relation to the channel too, right? And also our support and resistance range. So, for example, if this is the most recent range from 151.855 to, I would say, 151.610. All right, so this range is in about 20, 24, 23 pips range. Now, I do not want to take a trade right in the middle of a range. Now, if the prices are to break above, for example, if I have to delete the channel right now, look at this. I'm going to delete the channel. Now, it's way clear, right? So obviously, some of the guys who don't use channel, maybe they don't know what's happening with the channel. So I've just erased that channel. And in relation to the support and resistance and the range, if the price is to break above 151.855, there's a clear range on the upside. In a 15, in a 30, in a 1 hour sort of a time frame, so which is pretty good. Now, all I need to see is if an hourly candle closes above 151.855, my bias is going to get stronger and stronger. Or at least to start with, I need to see a 15-minute candle close above this range. And that way I can look to see, well, you know what? Maybe I can take a buy. So until then, I'm just waiting. And that's also going to align with my channel idea, as I've described few minutes before. If the candles close inside the channel, that means it's only giving me signals that, you know what, it's rejecting the bottom channel. It's the time to push up. So we will see. We will see. Just need to see some sort of volume in pound yen. That's all I'm saying. And let's look at gold at the same time and see what's happening in gold, right? So the gold is ranging side by side on a daily time frame. I mean, if we look into the daily time frame, look at this. Look at the way the daily time frame is forming, right? So it looks like the previous daily candle closed bearish with a very large liquidity wick on the upside, and there is actual higher chance for today's daily candle to continue bearish than than anything else. So my bias on a daily sort of a perspective on gold is going to be bearish, even if there is like funny supports, funny level on the left hand side. I mean, the levels at the end, if the price has to push down, these are only going to be targets for gold, right? That's the thing. That's the thing. And obviously gold right now is very close to this lengthy wicks, and I often stay away from the wicks. That's just my idea, right? When trading, staying away from the funny wicks is one of the ideas that has helped me protect my capital. So again, at the same time, trading is not only about gaining capital. It could be about how well you can preserve your capital and how well you can use it in a wise way. So using it in a wise way could be staying away from the wicks, right? I mean, obviously some of the guys see this as targets, these wicks, and on a higher time frame, on a more smooth time frame, it's way consistent to move down. So we would definitely see if the price is going to push down. On the other hand, look at the 4-hour right now. So the 4-hour candles are still in a range, right? So if I have to draw a 4-hour range, for example, if I have to draw a 4-hour range from here to here, I mean, it's a 100 pips range. If I have to draw a range from here to here, it's a 59 pips range. And this 4-hour candle is the first 4-hour candle that has successfully closed below, right? So look at this. Just give me a second. So this 4-hour candle was the first 4-hour candle that managed to close below these support level. I mean, which is a good sign for the price to continue down. But in the other hand, right now, what we can see is this current 4-hour candle is dipping in the range, which is a good sign because if the price has to leave that range, it's making a wick to reject all these prices. Wants to reject all these prices. Now, if the price has to push down, this is a good scenario, and with New York volume, maybe the price can push down. So we will see. But I will be more than happy to stay away from gold just because of the fact that there are long wicks on the left and right. And I know that the candles do follow the brother and sister candles. For example, the last 4-hour candle had a long wick on the top, long wick on the bottom. Look at the candles on the left hand side, very long wicks. So that tells me that, you know what, this is the area where there's a big fluctuation between the buyers and the sellers, and the market is quite funny. So do I want to be inside a funny market? Maybe no. I want to be when the market is more smooth. So I'm kind of easing out. And also the fact that these are the last few days of the monthly candle, and candles finishing well, institutions securing or getting out of the positions and setting up for a new month is a fact that it's ranging, right? So kind of have to be cleared out of these ideas and wait for the start of the new month. So definitely waiting is a key. On the other hand, 2-hour time frame, it's clearly rangy, right? So clearly rangy. For gold to push down, have to see some sort of resistance. Look at this hourly candle is not the best price action to observe, is it? It's not the best price action at all. If the price is doing this, I would just simply stay away from the pair. That's just the best way. Kevin is in on YouTube and he says nice. Mr. Kevin Zoe is on YouTube and he is saying nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty cold out here. Pretty cold out here in my place. Really, really cold. I will see if buys are going to play out. Let's see in pound yen. I'm waiting for a buy. So the previous 15-minute candle closed bullish, which is good. I mean, which is pretty good. So just have to see candles close above 151.855. That way, it could be a little bit clear to take buys at that point in time. So I'm still waiting. I'm not in any sort of position. I usually stay away from ranges, and there is a reason why. I mean, a lot of beginner traders, they don't know the ideas about range, about clear traffic, clear movement, and they often trick themselves or often sabotage themselves by taking funny trades in a range, Well, it doesn't make sense, right? As an experienced trader and seeing clear price action, I don't want to be a part of a range where the market is just liquidating off of me, right? I want to get in when the market is pushing with a lot of volume and way consistent. And any other trader will tell you the same thing. Beginner traders on in YouTube out there, guys, listen to this. If you guys are trading, always look for the big clear candles. So why am I basing myself on a buying sort of a bias right now? Look at the way the previous candles close here, right? So look at this. Obviously, the momentum could be carried on. My bias could be wrong, but all I want to do is, my idea is very, very simple. All I want to do is I want to mirror that range. So what does mirroring means? So when if price had a really easy time pushing down that range, price should have an easy time pushing up if there's enough volume and if this news pump is going to be corrected. So that's why I'm basing myself on the buying sort of a bias. My bias could be wrong, my idea could be wrong, but again, at the same time, I'm only willing to capitalize off of the clear range. So I want to mirror this range and I want to trade that trade, because that's going to be smooth, and the pips risk to reward, the range and the upside is way better. Okay, for some of the guys, this is going to be tricky because they're going to be like, oh man, what the hell is this guy using? This guy is drawing a green line in the middle of the chart. He's saying buy when the candles are pushing down and the candles are ranging. Yes, absolutely, the candles are ranging, and you don't want to be part of the range, and that's why I haven't taken any position and I'm waiting. My friends in the Zoom, maybe they are waiting, right? I don't think anybody's taking a trade right here. So that's the idea. And in relation to the channel, this is a roughly drawn channel here. This channel has been drawn in a reference to 2 hour and also 1 hour sort of a price engagement. So it's pretty simple, nothing advanced, nothing rocket science. If the price is to move up, the prices, what I've seen over time is, obviously, this trend line is just like any other support and resistance, Fibonacci, whatever price action tool there is. This is a roughly drawn channel with the price engagement. All I wanted to see was how many times did the price engage with the channel and respected the channel and moved in a consistent direction. So look at this. Look at the way the price tapped this level, tapped and played around this level, finally closed inside, started moving up, started moving in a wave up and down. And especially this is a conference move. So what I've seen in the past is, so the pump in pound yen around the conference's time, which isn't actually a major fundamental sort of impact and news. I mean, that has been corrected, right? And I've actually capitalized off of that fact alone several times. So if the conference pump is going to be corrected, I mean, I will be ready to take buys at that point in time. And if the price are to close inside the channel just like this, just like what happened here. So look at this. So we're going to focus in this case, right? We're going to study this case right here, which is a very close sister reaction, or I would say very close by price action, right? So whatever happened here. So look at this. Do you see this? Whatever happening here, the liquidity grab, the noise. You don't want to be the part of that noise. Okay, so you want to be part of this. When the candle starts closing inside of the channel, this one, look at the next candle. That candle just pushed up all the way up, no doubt. And there was a clear range on the left-hand side. And this is what happened. The price had a really easy time pushing down. And look at this. Look at all the noise here. Ooh. And when the candle started closing inside, all of that got corrected, right? So something similar. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see if that's happening, right? So I'm kind of relaxed here because I'm kind of, my throat is kind of feeling funny. It's getting colder. The season's really cold, and I don't want to speak a lot. So if anybody want to hop on the mic, just go for it. Yep. If Mandish want to hop on the mic, I mean, go for it. If Giger Jinaraka bro wants to hop on the mic, I mean, hop on the mic, guys. And all right, so I'm gonna get myself some water and set my alert. Set my alert around 151.8 $8.55. Yep. Runny nose, cold weather. Yep, that's right, Manish. All right, so nobody has hopped on the mic. Okay. All righty.
What?
Hello.
Yo,
What's up, bro?
what's up? What's up? How you
How's it
doing?
going?
It's great.
That's good.
Great. It's not good. It's great.
Is that it?
It's always great.
It's always great, huh?
Yes, of course.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
So, are you looking for buys then? Here
Yes, sir.
after the break, huh? Okay. Ooh.
Is that it, Hamid? Hamoud?
Yeah, you say what's up?
What's up? So, how was your day?
Yeah.
How was your day? Good?
Yes, it's good.
That's
It's
good.
no, I just opened. I just started.
Ah.
Yeah. Just
All right,
start
so
morning.
looks like the hourly candle is slowly approaching 151.855 at this point in time, so which is good. I mean, my bias is slowly progressing. So if finally an hourly candle could close above with a wick, I mean that's gonna be lovely. So Mandish has sent a chart. Mr. Mandish has sent a chart.
Yo, do you remember yesterday trade, the last trade, GJ, we talked buy?
Yeah, man. NYSE, that was
What
beautiful.
happened? Why? I don't know. It was beautiful, but what happened?
What happened yesterday?
Yeah.
Sorry. So man, that's a funny question. Yesterday, that was the NYSE volume, man. If you don't know what happened, that's basically the NYSE. So I was waiting for the NYSE New York session. I mean, similar idea, didn't work. I mean, Mandish is saying this pair normally ranges, but moving heavily when gets out of the range. Waiting for the big hunt might be helpful for someone. Oh, I mean, I don't know. USD CAD. I honestly don't know because there is, I think, a crude oil news event happening, and that's going to move it. Oh, now look at this. Pound yen is moving up, right? So very beautiful at this point in time. If any of the candle closes above 151, ooh, and my alert got hit right now. Alert has been hit. Beautiful. And Hamoud, is that how you say it, Hamoud? Is that how you say it? All right, so Hamoud was asking, what did I do yesterday? So around the NY Open, I took a buy, anticipating volume, didn't see any volume. So look at this. Look at the way the 30-minute candle is moving, right? So at this point in time, the 30-minute candle closed with no wick on the top. But obviously, there is a higher chance for the candles to push up, right? So I'm going to place a pending above the current candle. So I'm going to place a pending above the current candle within about 10, 12 pips stop loss. And if my pending gets activated, I mean, beautiful. Let's see what's going to happen, right? I have a pending like few pips above the current candle, anticipating the price to push up with volume, and let's see what's going to happen. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
We right here we're waiting for the retest, right?
Yep, I haven't taken a trade yet, so I've just placed a pending.
Yes.
Just placed the pending.
So far, it looks beautiful. Now it's retesting.
Yep. Yes, sir.
We're waiting it to respect the law.
Yes, that is correct. Hamoud. Is that how you say it, Hamoud? Is it Hamoud or Khaled?
Yes, it's Hamoud. It's Hamoud.
That's good.
It's Hamoud, dude.
That's good. Yeah, Hamoud. See, I was talking about the yesterday's trade. So first trade was NY Open.
My question about yesterday is because when we talked about everything looks beautiful, everything looks great, and all the frames, and all on everything looks great, but we didn't get any value.
We didn't get any buy. Oh, yesterday? Did you leave? Yes. Go on. Ask the question. Yep. Go on.
We didn't get any value, but we were supposed to go up, fly, but something happened. And we closed.
Oh, yeah. So yesterday we closed because we noticed we got early signs of no volume. That's why. We got early signs of no volume. Oh, and my pending has been activated.
Oh.
In the first few minutes, my pending has been activated. Now, this is an interesting situation. Is an interesting situation because the candle's trying to push up in the first few minutes. And I can be stopped out because that's the first candle that closed above. Right? Now, this is the first 30-minute candle that closed above with no wick on the top. Now, this is NY pre-New York volume. So we will see if the prices are going to push up. Otherwise, this is going to be a funny impulsive trade. Let's see what's going to happen. So my stop loss is below the previous candle's low. Previous candle's low.
So you stabilize in your previous candle,
Yes. Previous candle's low. Obviously, 30-minute candle closed with no wick on the top, but the candle moved below before moving up, which is a good sign. So let's see. Let's see if this impulsive trade. Hello.
Quick question.
Yes.
How would you manage risk in this situation?
All right. So this one is all about my comfort, right? So for example, my stop loss is in about 12, 13 pips. So once I start going in like 8, 9 pips and I'm not comfortable, I'm just going to close the position because there isn't a specific rule because this is the start of the candle, right? I would have loved it if the candle would have made a low before moving up. It did make a slight low, and right now it's retracing, so I don't really feel comfortable, right? Now, if the price starts breaking the previous candle's open price, I might close half of the position because I'm not feeling comfortable anymore, right? Because this is an impulsive trade. On the break of the high, I mean, it's an impulsive trade, 100% impulsive trade. Maybe valid, maybe an early trade. And the best risk management right now is, for example, my total my total stop loss is in about 12, 13 pips, right? Which is fine because that's my normal stop loss. Now, if the candle starts going against me and I'm like, oh, you know what, man, this trade could be an early trade, I might close the position, at least half or the full position, and I might enter later. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm actually trying to keep some of that risk for the later on. So that's the risk management for now. That's the risk management. For example, if this 15-minute candle starts breaking its own low, that's going to be the first signal. Because the first thing is an impulsive trade shouldn't be a all-in trade. So what does that mean? An impulsive trade on the break of the high in the first few minutes of the higher time frame candle is dangerous. You don't want to go all in. Maybe you just want to start with a smaller position than usual. Maybe, for example, let's say I was trading with let's say 2 lots, right? If I was trading with 2 lots on an impulsive trade, my volume is going to be lower than the usual. It's going to be at least half, 50%, because this is an impulsive trade. Okay, simple as that. 100% simple as that. Now, if the trade is going to work, mamma mia, I can add the position later on. If the trade is not going to work, I want to keep some of that risk for the later volume, right? Because obviously I know when the price is ranging, it's going to break in one of those directions. It's going to give us trade. So that's all I'm thinking at this point in time. It's still hanging around there. Once the price starts going in 8 pips in 8 pips in drawdown, I'm gonna try and close half of the position. That's my idea for now. So let's see what's gonna happen. First few minutes of the hourly candle, and the candles starting to close bearish below 151, 855 sort of level. On a 5-minute, it seems like I should close the trade, right? On a 5-minute. So I'm trying to see. Let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so this is the point. I'm going to close half right here. 8 pips in drawdown. I mean, it's all about risk management at the end of the day. It's all about risk management. Closed half right now. Now, if I'm going to be fully stop loss hit, I'll be okay about it. Because you know why? I still have some risk, and I know this was an impulsive trade, and my lot size was not all in sort of all lot size, or was not my regular lot size. So this is something beginner traders don't know, or they actually haven't considered, right? So you have to be alert about the fact that, you know what sort of trade is that? Is the structure there? Is the volume there? If the volume is there, I mean, there's no business candles retracing like this, right? Obviously. I mean, if the candles want to grab its liquidity before pushing up, I mean, it's logical. It's kind of logical, but do I really want to get fully stop loss hit? Maybe no, right? So I close half and the trade is moving up now. Come on, man. All right. It's just funny. It's just funny. We will see. We will see if the candles are going to push up. Every day, yeah, every day funny, right? We'll see. We will see. We will see.
Go on.
And the hourly candle.
Fly, honey.
Fly, fly, honey. Yeah, just fly, honey, like a super woman. We will see what's going to happen. We'll see.
How to pronounce your name?
It's just Anuj. Anuj.
Anuj. Anuj, okay. Anuj.
Yep, and it's pushing up. Beautiful. Now, at this point in time, it looks really beautiful. At this point in time, it looks really beautiful. Only at this point in time.
Looks sexy.
If the candle closes bullish inside the channel, man, that's going to be lovely. So I'm thinking about if I can add risk, but here's the thing about adding risk, right? So adding risk for me is only adding like, you know what? more impulsive position, right? So do I really want to add risk? I do, because I want to win big, right? But again, at the same time, I want to be responsible of my losses. And my stop loss is right now below the previous candle. Now, what I'm thinking is, if I am to add a position, I have to see at least a 15-minute time frame closing bullish, and maybe I'll add the position later when the position is in profit. Okay, and that point of time, I can place the stop loss below the same candle that I'm taking the trade in. So, sorry about that. So I'll see what I can do. I'm thinking about adding my position, and I don't want to add it right now. I don't want to add the position when I'm in drawdown. It doesn't make sense. Beginner traders, they don't understand, because they just want to revenge the market, or they just want to win big, and they don't understand the fact that in the process of winning big, adding position is only adding back risk, right? And do you want to lose more? I mean, I don't know, right? You want to be confirmed about the trend or what's happening in the market. You only want to add position once candles close in your direction. Close is really important. Now, at this point in time, candles are pushing up nice. I mean, it's moving really beautiful, to be honest. This is pretty nice. The way it's moving, I think the candles are going to push up. So just have to see some sort of volume in pound yen. Ooh, it's pushing up. It's pushing up. Beautiful. Beauty, beauty, beauty.
Whoa. Where do you think it's going to fly? All the way up?
We will see. We'll see. Maybe. So here's the thing. With these sort of trades, I've seen market correcting the conference pump. So the push down was only a conference pump. So what does that mean? There was a conference happening in the Bank of Japan, and the price pushed down. And this is a funny conference. When I look into the data, they're talking about climate and economy, and it's nothing serious. They're not saying, oh, we are going to be on the best side. They're not saying Japan is going to be the best. They're not saying Japan is at the worst. They're saying that Japan is going to do good, which is nothing. So if the conference is going to be corrected, I mean, it's going to push all the way up, man. It's absolutely going to push all the way up. So at this point in time, 20 pips in profit, and we will see. We will see. Oh, not 20 pips. Sorry, 2 pips. 2 pips in profit. I was like 20 pips. Come on. 20 points.
20 pips
2
in
pips.
profit. Come on.
20 points. 20 points. 2 pips. 1 pip in profit right now. And now here's the thing, right? For trade management at this point in time, my trade management rule is going to be, if the candle starts breaking its own low, I'm out of the whole position. I haven't added back my risk yet. The trade is looking good. The trade can continue up, which is a good sign, which is a good thing. But again, at the same time, if the candle starts breaking its own low, reversing back in the range, it's only telling me that, you know what, maybe my trade is an early trade. And if it's an early trade, I should accept the fact that, you know what, maybe I can trade later when there's enough volume, enough confirmation, and the prices are not ranging. So that's the best idea right now for me.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And the 15-minute is looking good. Is bullish. Has a long liquidity wick on the bottom, which is a good sign for the candles to push up. I mean, it has 2 more minutes. In the next 2 minutes, the real question is, if this candle stays bullish and closes inside the channel, it's going to be lovely. It's actually going to be lovely. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. No rush, no nothing. And the candle is piercing the channel at this point in time. It is moving through the channel. Has 1 more minute left. Let's see. Pretty good. Pretty good, sir. Pretty good.
Right.
Yes, sir.
In this situation, do we expect like a really strong value, or it's normal like this?
So the thing about volume is we never know exactly when the volume comes in, right? So we only expect that, you know what, this is pre-New York, and this is Tuesday. So again, on Monday and Tuesday, I never expect a lot of volume. It's like because the fact that it's Tuesday, I'm not going to expect a lot of volume. But again,
Why?
this is not just any Tuesday. This is the last Tuesday in the month. So maybe there's going to be volume, and if there's going to be volume, maybe the prices are going to push heavy. Maybe, right? So I have to see.
Yeah, but are we entering this trade based on value coming? Like if we
Yes.
don't see value, should we get scared and like close half or like manage
Yes,
risk and
yes,
stuff?
yes, absolutely. If you're uncomfortable, you have to ask yourself the question, if I'm uncomfortable, why the hell am I holding the trade, right? You have to ask yourself the question, and you will get the answer that, you know what? Oh man, I think I should only trade when there's volume, right? Sometimes we can't catch volume because we are waiting for volume and we don't know if the volume is there. We just trade because this is the in about volume time, and this is the in about structure, in about break of the range. So you just base it off the available information only. Sometimes you don't see that volume, what you want. Sometimes you just have to take the trade based on the structure. For example, I'm taking this. I'm taking the trade based on the structure mainly than anything else.
Yes, yes, I can see. But
Yep.
I just had this question because yesterday we got the same, like almost the same trade, and the same thing happened. It's no value, you know. We
Uh
can't
huh.
see value. We just waited for value,
Yes,
and
sir.
then what happened is we just hold, and then we found out we doing nothing. It just closed.
True, true, true. I mean, uh,
It's just a question came to my mind.
sure, sure. I get it. I 100% get it. I 100% get it. So right now, pound yen is pushing up nice and slow, which is good. I need to see at this point in time, I want to see a 30-minute candle close inside the channel. If a 30-minute candle closes inside the channel, my bias is going to get stronger and stronger. So I'm just waiting here. Let's see what's going to happen. Don't want to see any abrupt rejection on the upside to go down. Want to see only upside push. Let's see. Or the sun has sent a chart. Let's look at sun's chart here. Our sun is in Euro JPY buy. Ooh, nice. It's looking good, sun. If you draw your ideas, if you write down what you think about the levels, I mean that's going to be way better, son. If you want to improve in terms of thought process, or you want to convey your thought process to us or me, you have to write down more information. I can see your entry, which is good. It's working. I mean, as long as you're secure, it's good. But if you want to tell me your thought process, you got to write it down properly. No worries. I need to see a 30-minute candle close bullish. I mean, if the 30-minute candle closes above the channel, I mean that's pretty lovely. But we will see. We will see.
How we looking?
What did you say?
I say, how we looking right now with this new candle?
I mean, it's bearish, so I have to see, man. I have to see. So again, at the same time, my risk management is going to be the wick. If any time I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to close the whole position, because I really don't care about holding the position. For me, it's only about risk management, right? So the real question is, are you comfortable with the position, right? So the real question is, are you comfortable? So I have a different capital, different mindset, different sort of risk management ideas, different risk management methods, right? So it's kind of up to you. It's definitely kind of up to you. Wow. That's a good question. Am I comfortable?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see if I'm comfortable. Still waiting.
I was about to say, why are you comfortable? Or like, why not?
Let's see. Now, if the 5-minute candles respect the low and start pushing up, I mean, it's lovely. If the 5-minute candle starts breaking low, I mean, I don't know. At that point in time, I have to think about cutting down my losses again, because maybe I will keep that risk for later. So I am still waiting.
For a better trade.
Yeah, for a better trade. That's correct. Because I know I'm constantly saying to myself in the head that, you know what? I mean, I took a beautiful trade. I mean, the structure was there. I just wanted volume to come in. The volume isn't here yet. So, I mean, maybe this is an early trade. That's what I'm saying to myself. If it's going to work, I mean, it's beautiful. If it's not going to work, I'm not going to stay there with frozen hands, because I've been hurt many times before. And I've only reached this state of accountability where I'm actually being responsible for managing my trade, right? So I'm going to close my position, no doubt. If I'm going to keep myself frozen with my hands frozen, it's like doing nothing. I am planning to fail. But if I'm going to be explosive in terms of risk management, explosive in terms of, you know what, fuck this, man, I want to cut my losses short. I want to win. I want to only lose less. If I'll keep that attitude up, I'm only gonna win, and my winners are gonna look bigger than my losers. So that is the attitude. The beginner traders also need to build slowly. Now, at the beginning, they wouldn't understand the idea that we were talking about this idea yesterday as well. We were talking about, you know what? Losing less is better than losing more. So how do you lose less, right? Now, the real question is, beginner traders have to ask, how do I lose less? With the attitude that, you know what, maybe I don't need to hold the trade until my full stop loss is hit, or until I bleed more. I mean, just bleed a little and get out of there. Bleed a little, get out of there, and only catch the possible best trade. Now you have to study your trade, study how many times have your bias been correct, how many times your structure made sense, and all these stuffs. And when you put all of these stuffs together, you will get the answer. You will get the answer. What sort of trade you need, and are you comfortable with the trade? And you have to visually remember too. All right, now look at this. At this point in time, the 5-minute candles are breaking the low. So I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable, because it's kind of rejecting that the channel and 151.855. I mean, for my bias to be correct, I need to see candles. I need to see candles only staying bullish. Right? Has broken the low, and it's kind of looking funny. It's kind of looking funny. So let's see what's going to happen.
Could you consider this as a fake breakout?
Yeah, this could be a fake breakout. To be honest, this could be a fake breakout. So if this is a fake out, I'm telling myself that, you know what, I might take a position later. My position is still there. Half of the position is still breathing. In about 5 pips in drawdown, still breathing, which is good. And I will see. Not the very comfortable position to be in. Not the very comfortable position to be in. That's all I can say.
feel like it's messing around. You know, it's going down, up, same place. You know, just ranging.
Yeah, especially when the previous candle closed with no wick on the top. That is a funny situation, you know. So you have to ask yourself the question: are you comfortable? If you're not, I mean,
with no week in the top.
yeah, that's right.
So it's 50-50 chance.
Yep.
So when it's 50-50 chance, so you're basically gambling, right?
Well, no, you're not gambling because you want to cut down your losses
It's
short.
50-50. Oh, okay.
Yep, you're gambling when you think that, oh, you know what, I'm the luckiest bastard in the whole world, and I'm gonna go full margin, and I know, and you say I know it's gonna go down, or you say I know it's gonna go up. So that is gambling. You know, that is gambling. But when you study the structure, when you study what happened in the previous market, and you relate yourself with all of that happening, I mean, that could be logical. That could be logical. But again, at the same time, look at this. This 30-minute candle is coming to a close, and this 30-minute candle only has 4 more minutes left for its close, right? Now, in the next 4 minutes, if this 30-minute candle doesn't flip bullish or doesn't respect the previous candle's low, this trade is invalid, 100% invalid. And my entry could only be an early entry. So at that point in time, what is the best decision? To just cut the position, to just close the position, or at least close half, right? Now I have closed the half already. Now I'm not hesitating to close another half. Maybe I'm going to close another half once this candle breaks its own low, because the candle only has a limited number of minutes to flip bullish. If it's not going to flip bullish, my trade idea is invalid. So I have to see. I have to see.
So question: when the candle respects the other candle's low, is this a strong confirmation?
What did you say? Sorry.
Like when the candle makes a higher low, you know, respect wait, the low, you know, when it respected the low, is this like a very strong confirmation, or just 50-50?
So here's the thing, Hamoud. So whatever you're saying is only telling me that you're not comfortable in the trade. So if you're in the trade, you have to close the trade, man, because you're not comfortable. You're not comfortable.
Yeah,
You don't know what's
I
happening. You have to know what's happening, right? So
already closed.
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. If you're uncomfortable, you just have to close the position, right? And the thing is, so for my bias to be correct, for a buying bias, candles have to respect the low. If it doesn't respect the low, it's an invalid trade. That's the textbook rule. That's the textbook rule, right? So you have to see candles respecting low. Sometimes you see candles breaking low and then pushing up. So what is that? That's just the market behavior, volatility, right? But you're basing yourself off of the fact that, you know what? Candles have to respect the low. If it's not going to respect the low, the trade is, I don't know, it's just a random trade. So you need a set of rule for yourself.
So far it's respecting the low.
Yeah, but it only has 1 minute and 50 seconds left for its close. So it's funny. It's funny. So I'm thinking about how I can close the position right now. But the 1 hour candle still has 30 more minutes left for its close. And this hourly candle could be grabbing its liquidity, right? But again, at the same time, it's not looking beautiful on a 30-minute time frame. So I'm just thinking about how to close down the position here. How to close down the position. Let's see.
So I'm thinking in this situation, I close my trade, but at the same time, I might give it a second chance when it's giving me better, picture.
Aha. Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
Some of the guys in the YouTube expecting pound yen to go down. Ooh, I mean, that's good. That is a very clear bias. Sell. I mean, sells do make sense again at the same time. It's not as if sell doesn't make sense, right? So my idea was clear, and my idea could be invalid. It's not the fact that you have to be correct in the market every time, right? You wouldn't be every time. You wouldn't be correct. It's just that you present yourself with the proper idea, proper bias, and you read the market as it's happening. And if it's working, you capitalize off of it. Sometimes the idea doesn't work, so the best thing you can control, the best thing you can do is just control your risk. Now look at this. So the previous 30-minute candle actually respected the previous 30-minute candle's low, which is good. Now if the candle starts breaking previous 30-minute candle's low, I'm going to get out of the position. At that point in time, I don't really care. And closing down position is the best idea for me at that point in time. Okay, so let's see. If I'm uncomfortable, I may close the whole position too. And the previous 30-minute candle closed below 151.855. And the hourly candle still has 29 minutes left for his push. So let's see, where is the hourly candle going to close? If the hourly candle is going to close bearish below this level, the bias is still a sell. Otherwise, if the candle starts closing above 151.855, the bias could be a buy. All right, so we will see. We will see. Right now, the candle is pushing up in its first few minutes. 30-minute candle pushing up in its first few minutes, which is good. Oh, beautiful. Let's see if this hourly candle could flip bullish. I mean, it's good. So I have to see what's going to happen. Hourly candle flipping bullish. Hourly candle flipping bullish. Son, I'm still in the trade. I haven't closed the position yet. So all I'm waiting for is a risk management idea. You know, I'm waiting for candles to either respect the low or break the low. If it's going to break the low, I'm preparing for a loss. I'm preparing for an early cut. If the candle starts breaking the previous 30-minute candle's high at that point in time, I mean, the first half of the hourly candle closing bearish could only be a liquidity grab. But again, it's only an idea, right? Now, people who are not experienced in the market, they don't understand this idea because I'm only visualizing the hourly candle to push up, making it slow and move up, right? Yep, Sun says closed half, right? Yes, I have. I have closed half. So at this point in time, I am anticipating this hourly candle to respect its own low, start pushing up, and stop breaking its own high. Now, if the candles are going to range, that's something I don't want to see. If the candles are going to range, that's something I don't want to see. I want to see candles breaking high or start closing bullish, So I need to see at least, I need to see candles closing at least above 151,855. If the candle starts closing below, it's not looking nice. Okay, 5-minute, 15-minute ranging side by side, clearly ranging side by side. So we will see. It's pushing up nice and slow. I haven't added my rest of the position yet. I haven't added my half of the position back yet. So I'm still kind of waiting here. So the waiting game is on. Clearly on. Let's see what's going to happen. 15-minute candle closing in the next 9 minutes. If this 15-minute candle starts flipping bearish, I'm going to close the whole position. Simple as that. I'm not going to wait for the candles to break the low. Now, if this 15-minute candle starts rejecting this resistance or starts heading closer to its open price, that's going to be the time where I can close the position. For now, it's looking good. I just need the candles to break the high of the previous candle and start pushing up. I mean, my visualization is still working. It's still looking good right now as it's progressing. So I just need to see some sort of volume in the market. We are 24 minutes away from the New York Open. So hopefully the New York Open can push the price up. And if the price could push up, I mean, if the candles could push up, it's going to be lovely. So we will see in the next 23 minutes what's going to happen. In the next 23 minutes. And it's pushing up. Beautiful. This is looking beautiful. If the candle's going to break the high, I mean, the 1 hour candle is flipping bullish. So this is actually pretty beautiful here. In 2 pips in profit. I just need 10 pips out of the market, right? So here's the thing. I just need 10 pips out of the market to be profitable, right? So I haven't added back my position yet. If I'm in 10 pips in profit and if I secure, I am still in profit. Because the first trade I closed, the half of the position was in about 5 to 6 pips. Ooh, right now in 4 pips in profit. 4 pips in profit right now. We are in about 23 minutes away from the market open. And if the candles start pushing up, breaking high, closing bullish, my idea could be a really valid idea. So that's what I want to see here. I want to see my idea being valid. Right now, my visualization has come to be real, which is pretty good, in about 5 pips in profit. Now, at this point in time, I don't want to see candles retracing or candles coming back in the range. I just want to see a bullish continuation. Once I hit that 8 to 10 pips range, I'm going to start securing. And that's going to be the basic idea here. That is going to be the basic idea. Let's see. 6 pips in profit. I just need 8 pips out of the market. 8 to 10. 8 to 10.
Hey, Anuj.
Hey, Mandish, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, I'm good.
Not looking to add any position to the trade now.
What did you say, sorry?
Are you not looking to add any positions to the trade?
No, because the fact that we are very close to New York Open, so I'm going to let this trade run because it looks pretty good and there's clear range, right? But again, at the same time, adding position right now kind of looks funny. Kind of looks funny because adding position is adding risk, right? So I am not comfortable adding position here. Maybe adding position once the candles broke the high, maybe that was a beautiful idea, you know. But I was too late to add the position because I was only actively looking to manage risk. So that was the idea. In about 7.5 pips in profit. I just need 8 pips. Ooh, 8 pips in profit right now. So beautiful. Closing half right here. Closing half right here. Yes, sir. Closing half right here.
You know, as I told you, I gave it another chance.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
No worries. No worries, my friend.
It's beautiful, man. You have energy.
Oh, do
You have energy.
you feel my energy? That's good.
Yes.
That's good. I love it. I love it when people feel my energy.
Man, it's beautiful, man. Because energy, we need energy. It's boring looking at the charts.
Yeah. That's a good compliment. I'm gonna take that.
Raja, people like Raja because he has energy, man. He just talk, and explain. That's beautiful. And you got the same thing, to be honest.
Thank you, Hamoud. Thank you.
You keep talking, and you seem like you're not bored about it and tired. That's cool.
Thank you, man. But to be honest, I am fucking tired. I'm not even kidding because I woke up. I woke up in the 5 in the morning. And I'm so busy with my projects, right? So busy, not even kidding, not even bragging, not even showing off. So busy. It's like it kills me every day. It kills me because I'm working. It's like full on working from morning. I'm not working for somebody else, for myself. It's like working every time, working. I just want to be better. Exercise, and just fucking work. And I'm so tired, but I'm still working because I want to build this community. And I've got this small YouTube channel. It's growing up. Now we got like in about 600 subscribers now, which is beautiful. 600 subscribers. I mean, I'm so happy about it. And
what's the name?
Oh, you guys don't have the YouTube channel? Come on, man.
I don't know, man. This is my third time, I think.
Oh no.
And they just know you from the Slack. I don't really know you.
All right, guys. If you guys go in the chat, you guys will see my YouTube channel right there. In the chat, in the Zoom chat.
You gotta follow.
100% gotta follow, guys. Spread the word, you know. Spread the word. Spread the word. All right, now here's the thing. Another thing is, for example, the trade is looking pretty good. Now, for my bias to be correct, I need the candles to close bullish above the channel. If the candles are not going to close above the channel, my bias is looking funny because we are very close to New York session, and the market can push in the opposite direction anytime. Okay, now I managed to secure actually more than half. I actually managed to secure more than half, 80%, to be honest, 80% of my position, okay? So managed to close in about 80% of the remaining position, and it's actually looking good. But again, at the same time, what I've done is I've actually placed my stop loss right at my opening. So the position is literally at break even. Because what I know is by fact, if the market is to push the price up, there is no business in candles retracing, candles having a fun time, you know, down here in the range, having a picnic over here. So we need to see candles pushing up. That's it. If the position is going to be closed out with the stop loss at break even, it doesn't really matter. Maybe if the price is going to push up later, I'm going to take the position within about the same lot size as before with the pending. I just need some sort of volume in the market at that point in time. Now, right now, the 15-minute candle is actually looking sweet. It's still bullish. If any of the candle closes above this range, above this channel, it's looking beautiful. So we will see. Adnan says my trade idea is 1 hour to close bearish and take sell. Ooh. And Adnan says, brother, my bias is still like sell, but now I'm in FOMO. Ooh. Oh no, man. Never have FOMO. Never ever have FOMO. We should avoid FOMO. No FOMO at all. No FOMO at all. Alrighty, previous 15-minute candle closed bullish. Beautiful. This is actually looking beautiful. If the candles are to push up, this is a good chance. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that movement. We are 15 minutes away from the market open, and the candles are moving in our direction. Beautiful. Beauty and a beast. Let's see what's going to happen. Need to see New York volume pushing the price up. Let's see. Let's see, sir. And the price is very close to my position, and my stop loss is at break even. So I think at this point in time, I'm just thinking about how the market could actually tap my position and can move only later, right? So obviously, if the candles are pushing up later, man, it's fine. I'm ready to take a position later too. But again, at the same time, if candle starts closing below this support, maybe the buying bias could be a little not okay, right? So have to be relaxed. Don't feel FOMO, guys. I've seen guys FOMO, they don't execute on time, and they're like, you know what, maybe now it's moving, and they take time and they take the trade with FOMO, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You have to time yourself. You have to take the trade as you explain it to yourself, and if you're confident, you execute. But right now, seeing the other candle closing bullish, taking a trade right now doesn't make sense. So my position is closed. I mean, pretty good, pretty nice, pretty good, pretty nice, sir. Pretty good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Sorry, I know I wasn't here. Do you think if it's right now retesting and going up and break the high?
Yes.
Clean.
That's what I think.
And with the opening, right? With the New York opening.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So let's see what's going to happen in the next few minutes. If the candle stays above 151.855, if the candle stays above 151.855, and if the candle could actually start pushing up with New York volume, I mean, there's a high chance to push up, but have to see a candle close bullish, or have to see candles respecting the support at that point in time. Obviously, my plan is to only take trades if the candle closes inside this channel. If the price closes inside the channel, that is lovely. But if the candle doesn't close inside the channel, I have to be careful. I have to be careful. Beautiful.
Do you use magic keys?
No, sir. My magic keys is going to be here in August.
Oh, I got the digital one, but it's still not working with it.
Not working?
It's working, but I don't know why. I can't close half, can't take trade. Just some bottoms works only.
Uh-huh.
I think I just got it yesterday.
Uh-huh.
The digital.
Uh-huh. Trade one. GG. Buys. Our sun here has sent a chart. Let's look at sun's chart here. All right, so sun says he's looking at this rejection level. Very nice. Noticing something that is good. Sun, this is something. And he says, I feel this is a strong zone according to 30 minutes. If candle closes above and next candle retest, beautiful. Nice idea, Sun. I mean, your trade was valid from several ideas, right? So I mean, the overall trend looks like bullish. Rejection is higher. Rejection is higher. Rejection is higher, and obviously, maybe this was only a Euro news pump, because I think there was a Euro news happening today. There was a Euro news around the 6 p.m. So Maybe that was the news correction too. Son, I think whatever is happening in Euro JPY is very similar to Pound JPY. I think Pound is going to do something similar to this. This is something I anticipated, correcting the conference, right? I mean, if that's going to happen, look at this. Look at the way the candles are printing right now. My bias is buys, man. Nothing is telling me sell. Honestly, nothing is telling me sell. So that looks like a really nice retest. If the candles are to push up with volume, this is a really good chance. Really good chance to push up. Now, all I'm thinking about is if this candle closes above the previously broken resistance, above this bottom channel, and if the price stays bullish, I'm going to place a pending around somewhere here, and I'm going to try and scale into buys. That's what I'm planning to do. So first, waiting for another 4 more minutes, and I'm going to place a pending after that.
I have a question.
Yep.
Where would be your stop loss? Because I think it's going to be, if it's in the other candle, it's going to be 17 pips or something, which is big, I think.
Yep.
So where would be your stop loss?
So my stop loss is still going to be like 12 to 10 pips, 10 to 12 pips. It's not going to be more than that. So for example, if I'm going to place a pending here, I'm anticipating the price to push the candles up, right? At that point in time, if the candles start retracing, my 10, 12 pip stop loss is going to be invalid. So, because I'm anticipating volume, there is no business in candles retracing. That is no longer a structured trade. That is a trade, impulsive trade with volume. So I'm expecting volume at that point in time. So it's not going to be a market execution. It's going to be a pending order. I mean, above this high or something. So I'll keep an eye open and see what's going to happen. So it's going to be a pending order. Pending order.
So it's going to be, you're going to see if there's no volume, then it's not going to be a good trade.
Yes. Right? Yes.
Okay. So are we going to close as soon as you don't see value, or are you just going to wait and be patient in this situation, because we are in opening?
So look at this. Now, at this point in time, the candles are showing really promising structure. The structure looks very promising. And this is the time where the candles need volume to push up. If there's going to be volume, 100% it's going to push up. 100% it's going to push up. So if it's going to push up, I mean, it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful if it's going to push up. So my idea of impulsive buy stop is based solely on the fact that there is a clear traffic on the left hand side, and if the volume is going to be there, the prices can push up with ease, and there shouldn't be any trouble candles retracing or whatever, you know. And obviously I've explained this before too, and I'm going to explain it again, so people don't get the idea that when I'm saying I'm going to take an impulsive trade, it's not going to be my all-in trade. It's going to be something with a smaller lot, so that I can experience that trade, so that I can experience and win again at the same time, and lose less, because it's an impulsive trade with a limited stop loss. So I have to be careful. Now look at this. The way it's moving up, it's looking so beautiful. Right now, it's looking so beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, pound yen is going to push up, man. Pound yen is going to push up. Mr. Pound yen is going to push up. Our Nishchul is saying he took a buy on the top, man. Ooh, why would you take a buy on the top? Nishchul, I don't know what you're sending me, man. If you're going to send me charts like this, don't send me charts, dude. You got to send me charts with your explanation on there. You got to write text. Otherwise, I don't know what you're sending me, right? I love the fact that you want to learn. But again, ooh, it's pushing up. Oh, it's pushing up. It's pushing up. Beautiful trade, man. My original trade is in about 10 pips in profit. I mean, this is beautiful. This is honestly beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, if some of you guys didn't catch the trade, I mean, go back to the stream and see how we actually caught it, and how the thought process was built, and why we wanted to take this trade, or why I wanted to take this trade. Now, if you really want to learn the process, and you got to note it down somewhere, because opportunities like this are going to happen time after time. And if you're able to capitalize off this, man, beautiful. So if you couldn't catch it, just go back into the stream, back into the charts, and start asking yourself questions that, how could you have actually caught the trade? How could you have caught the trade? Simply ask yourself that question.
Where was you?
What did you say, Hamoud?
The entry. Where was your entry?
Oh, I haven't taken an entry, man. I haven't taken an entry. I was waiting for candles close. I haven't. Ooh, it's pushing up right now. No entries. No entries. Ooh, it's pushing up. I think it's just going to push up here with New York volume. No chance to retrace or anything. It's just going to push up.
Nice.
Beautiful trade, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's going to push up with volume here. Beautiful. Yep. Candles are pushing up. The candles are pushing up. And the 4-hour candle, ooh, is pushing up. I think it's going to correct everything that happened with the yen pump. So the yen pumped the price on the downside, and New York session is correcting whatever happened. Ooh, it's pushing up. Beautiful. Beauty. Now, this sort of trade only comes with experience, right? Now, if you don't know why I took it and the ideas behind it, go back to the stream and learn every fact that I talked about. And if you note down, maybe it can help you gain your own experience. Now, at this point in time, it feels as if I've missed a trade, and I'm not going to take a trade on the top of the range, because it just doesn't make sense. All right. Now, if the candles are to push up and give extra 10, 20 pips, I mean, beautiful for whoever actually caught it at the right spot, maybe on the break of the highs around here or somewhere. But man, lovely. Yep. We're gonna push up. We are gonna push up, sir. All right, so on YouTube, I created a poll, and on poll, I asked people saying, oh, is GJ going up or down? And only 68% of the people said GJ is going up, right? And the GJ is moving up right now. So in about 22 people voted, and only 68% of the people said GJ is going to go up. I mean, majority of the people said GJ is going up, and it's going up. So if you actually saw the trade idea and you executed on it, man, beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Beauty and a beast. Yep, pound yen is pushing up with New York volume. Beautiful, beautiful trade. So my original trade actually worked out pretty well. Pretty well. Beautiful.
That's a clean one.
Yeah, pretty good, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, so whoever is here in the Zoom and the YouTube, I mean, I'm gonna press the celebration button. Now, if you guys don't know what is the celebration button, I'm gonna send you guys a YouTube link in the channel. Just go into the YouTube and I'm gonna press the celebration button. Only if you manage to manage your trade and actually secure something out of the market. Obviously, the bias was correct, the trade was correct, which is beautiful on its own. But again, at the same time, go into the YouTube link that I've sent in the chat, and I'm gonna press the celebration button and try and enjoy. Right now, ready? I'm gonna start the celebration in the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bang! That's it. Beautiful. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty.
Today I won 2 trades.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, so if you manage to secure something out of the market, perfect. And don't feel FOMO again just because you're seeing candles moving. The idea is still valid. The idea is still valid and it's still looking good. Beautiful, actually looking really beautiful with New York volume side by side. And if you manage to secure, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's all I can say. Our Kevin Marine on YouTube says, I think we got in a little too early. Entered right around 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. EST, so maybe wait a few minutes. Ooh. And my gold is hitting the alert right now. Gold is trying to break the top range. So I'm going to keep an eye open on gold here, trying to see what gold is doing. All right, so around 30 minutes after the NYSE, looks like we have this consumer confidence sort of a news event. Maybe that's going to move the market. So there has been a lot of talk about how inflation has caused consumer confidence to be really pessimistic and sort of like contradictory at this point in time. So that's going to be a really interesting topic. And also in Australia, right now, we are talking about a lot of consumer price index and how the cost of the product and cost of living is only rising up every day, and they're trying to they're actually talking about financial easing and stuff, easing on taxes and stuff. So we will see how the market's going to move after that. But again, at the same time, I mean, because I've secured my position, and to be honest, I'm in profit. I'm in profits for the day, right? So for me, it's only a matter of calling it a day. So all I'm thinking right now is because I'm feeling unwell, and at the same time, I've secured my position. If the market is to move up later, the structure is looking nice. But do I really want to take a trade right now? Maybe no. Maybe no. So I'm kind of chill and relaxed, and I can call it a day in any minute. If anybody has any question, just ask the question, and try and express your ideas so that I can help you. Right? If anybody has any question, just ask. Hamoud says, thank you for calling it a day. See you tomorrow. Okay, Hamoud, thank you very much for coming in. Please, guys, on YouTube, I mean, just hit the channel a likes and a subscribe, and love. Show me a lot of love in the channel. Obviously, comment and like, subscribe, spread the channels to your friends, and obviously, thank you so much for coming in. Please share the channel and show love and support. Like, thumbs up, whatever. But beautiful. That was actually beautiful. All right, so Orain Bratsa says, great stream, man. Thank you. That is lovely. Thank you. I'm a simple man. Sorry about that. I'm a simple man. Mohammed20 says, get well soon, mate. Thank you, mate. I will try and get well soon. I mean, yeah, cause it's cold weather, and I'm actually working to my full potential. Lately, I've been challenging myself a lot, and I've been listening to this guy called David Goggin, and every day I've been listening to this guy. I've been listening to Jesse Etzler, and I'm kind of relating myself to their progress, right? And I want to push myself to the fullest potential. And that is in the way that, you know what, I'm still going to perform even if I'm unwell. I'm unwell, so what? I'm going to be here streaming, spreading my energy, my ideas, giving myself this new experience. I don't want to be a little pussy staying, you know, at the corner, you know, I'm like sick, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, I'm going to push myself. I'm going to push my limits up. I'm going to level up every single day. So that's what the mindset is right now. And I'm obviously feeling unwell, so physically I need to rest. I will rest, and I'll try and recover. And once I'm recovered, man, we have new and exciting stuffs coming in the YouTube. And a lot of different projects coming in, and I'll share it to you guys. Definitely share my project, and it's going to be lovely. It's actually going to be lovely. No worries on that. Ooh, gold is shooting up. Interesting. Yep, Mohammed says David Goggin wrote a nice book called You Can't Hurt Me, which is really nice. I know. I've read the book, You Can't Hurt Me. Honestly, that's one of the books which I've read in my life, and when I read that book, I was like, I'm watching a movie, you know, and it was so exciting. It was like, bang! I could visualize whatever happening in that book. That book just resonated with me. It's like everything over there just resonated with me. It's like I was reading the book and I can visualize. I was like, come on, man, this is making so much resonation with me. It's just vibrating with me. I was in that high vibration when I was reading the book. So I actually finished the book. And yeah, You Can't Hurt Me is amazing. Amazing. GBP USD and GJ did so similar movements, right? GBP USD moved up as well, and GBP USD moved up, GBP JPY moved up. Beautiful trade. Honestly, really beautiful trade. So it looks like there isn't any question from anybody. So if there's no question, I mean, we will call it a day in the next few minutes. If there's no question. No question. We are going to call it a day in the next few minutes. Now, here's the thing, right? So if anybody's trying to take a buy, now the best idea is to wait for a proper structure of support to form. And buying after a support for me is a logical idea, right? So for me to take a buy, I need to see another support. At least to start with on a 5-minute. So I'm not going to buy until there's a support. I'm not going to buy until there is a support, my friend.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Now at this point in time, the candles are pushing down nice and slow. If any of the candles starts closing below the channel, the chances of pound yen pushing down is increasing at that point in time, right? In terms of support, I mean, previously broken resistance can turn out as a support, but at this point in time, candles are pushing down with New York volume because we are 30 minutes in the New York market, and this could be the ultimate New York volume where the price is pushing down. So I have to see if the candles are going to close above the channel or below the channel, and we will see what's going to happen. And looks like this is going to be the time when I'm going to call it a day, guys. I think I need rest. I'm not going to stay to NYSE today. I'm going to take a breather. And I'm going to take it easy. I think I'm going to call it a day here. And hope you guys don't overtrade and over risk. Don't feel FOMO. I mean, obviously, we're going to come back next day. And we will attack the market the same way. Until then, take it easy and have a beautiful time. Don't overtrade. Don't over risk. And take it easy. Until then, hasta la vista. And see you next time, baby. See you next time. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call it a day right now. Just simply call it a day.